Okay, hello guys, and welcome back to the massive Silent Hill Marathon. We are continuing on with our playthrough of Silent Hill 4, The Room. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that I was muted. Anyway, issue is solved. We got the game up and running. I am going to have to take some time and try to fix the good old games failing to update and that causing launching issues at some point. Just, this is not the point. Okay, hey, welcome back, Torshek. Henry cannot touch grass. So I don't know if that's like an actual thing or if that's just referring to the fact that it seems like one of the themes of this game is dealing with Henry's like crippling anxiety about leaving his apartment and like doesn't want to go touch grass. But all right, so we are okay, return from Subway World. All right, so we're picking right where we left off last night. And so one thing that I haven't been able to do yet because I've been busy since I got home from work playing Roblox with my kiddo is getting the controller issue fixed. And unfortunately for me, it's not going to be quite as simple as going into the config. I've got to download a special thing. It's not XInput Plus because that's Windows only. I've got to download a special thing since I'm playing the PC version via Mac. And use that to fix the X input to D8 input or whatever input. Like a couple of things. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's definitely not treating like analog, the analog movement stick like actual analog. So let's see, before we crawl back into the hole, I'm going to check all of the normal things that we check here. So let's see. Oh, hey, we do get a new scene with the neighbor. Well, I don't know if she's actually going to do anything. Yes, yeah, I am playing this on a Apple MacBook, actually. So I am using Crossover as the emulation, and that's how I've been playing all of these games. Well, which of course, Silent Hill 1, PSX, I think, runs exactly the same. The emulation runs exactly the same, whether you're on Windows or Mac. But for Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition, that was the PC port. Silent Hill 3, I did go with the PC port instead of doing the PS2 emulation. And same thing with this one. This is the Good Old Games PC, or the PC port that's available on GOG, Good Old Games, that has some of the patches and improvements compared to like just the regular raw PC port. But there is a special thing that you need to download if you're on Mac for the controller support. It changes, it makes the analog control like true analog. Where this, it's, you know, as soon as it detects movement, it just sends you off. It's only like an 8 axis input instead of like full analog movement. Now that's living dangerously. No, you know, I just got tired of the Windows ecosystem. And NVIDIA as well. But I am an old school Mac user from like way back in the day. And the hole's getting bigger into the hole. If you haven't tried Linux, like I said, I think that Linux is a great platform. I've used a few different distros. Obviously, I've tried Ubuntu and Mint, but I just started out my computing life on Mac and was Mac all the way up until they ditched the G series chip and switched over to Intel. And I think that their M series chips are really amazing chips for what they are. Okay, hey, so we've got a brand new environment. I mentioned people rag about this game not being Silent Hill, but there's 2 locations that are set in Silent Hill proper. This looks like it could be one of them. This actually, yeah, this looks like it might actually be Silent Hill. Okay, so I bet there's going to be some writing on these rocks. The writing, what does it mean? Well, are you gonna read it? There's weird writing on here too. I can't. Oh, he can't read the writing. Okay. Yeah, I really can't make it out either. Remember that memo about the cult in Silent Hill 3 Wish House? Yes, although wasn't it? I think in Silent Hill 3 wasn't it a Hope House? I know they're the same place. But yes, Hope House wasn't it the orphanage that was like indoctrinating children into the cult or the order or whatever it was that they referred to it as? Okay, so I see I've got an area for me to get back home. And I'm wondering if there's anything like worthwhile examining the grounds. I'm not seeing like anything to pick up around here. Okay. Oh, are these bugs or yeah? So this is new for this series. Okay, so oh no, I should have stored that plate, I bet. In my box. I'm wondering if it might be worthwhile to take a real quick run back home. That way I don't have to worry about my inventory, because I don't know how many slots I get. And I know that there is a portal right here. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go back and I'm going to declutter some of my... And I don't think I need the subway coins either. Okay. Oh. Oh, is that someone at the door? Hey, it's our...
Help! Let me out of here!
There's something going on in this room.
What do you mean?
I heard weird noises coming from inside there.
Help!
Hey, Richard, can you see anything from your window?
No. Everything looks pretty normal to me. The guy who lives here, what's he like anyway?
I know his name and face, but that's about it.
Well, I'm gonna go call the super.
Yeah, good idea.
Damn it. They can't hear me.
I don't think Henry's neighbor that he has been peeping on thinks very highly of him. That just, I can feel that like disdain that she gave, and just the pain of that, like, oh, nobody likes me, that Henry must be feeling. Okay, so I'm going to store these. I'm going to store that. And I think I've got... One, two, three, four. And it seems my... 9-iron has disappeared. Let's see. I don't think she went back to her room. Nope. Okay, so now that I've decluttered my inventory a little bit, okay, good. So that's something good to know. If I leave back through my thing, the enemies don't auto-respawn. Okay, so I think I got them all. Oh, sweet, and you can take out a few of them with one swipe. Oh, I... don't know if I'm the biggest fan of the way that this game is implementing the auto lock. Enemies don't respawn unless something major happens. Okay, so I see a gate here. I can't read the writing. The engine's still running and the driver's seat door is open. It's stopped with the brake pedal engaged. There are all sorts of things scattered on the seat. Among the trash is a scrap of paper with something written on it. It's been a while since I came here to Silent Hill. Maybe I'll meet the devil this time. But whenever I come to a cool place like Silent Hill, I always get real thirsty. Jasper Gein. Is that supposed to be like a Ed Gein reference? There's a memo pad in there too. I'm not sure what that noisy guy meant when he said his home is the orphanage in the middle. The lake is northwest, so the opposite is southeast. The noisy guy said one other thing I don't understand. If you bring the dug up key, you can't go back. Put it away somewhere before you return there. Okay, so I take it that means I'm going to be looking for a dug up key somewhere. You know what, let me double press here just to make sure, because sometimes I found, okay, so nothing else I can take out of there. Oh, hey. Hello.
So you came to investigate this stone too. There was another guy here before, a real nosy guy. But I was the one who found this stone first. In the old days, the natives called it Nakihona. They used it in a ceremony for talking with their dead ancestors. And now those guys are using it too. Call it the Mother Stone. They're just up ahead in that weird building, operating some kind of crazy religious cult. They used to collect orphans and did things to them. Kind of gives you the chills, huh? This stone.
The Mother Stone. Interesting. And I'm really glad you suggested turning on subtitles, because his speech was real low and really hard to hear. This rock is creepy somehow.
Ceremony for talking to the dead.
This has got to be the noisiest grass I have ever heard. Okay, so that's the gate that I came out of. Okay, well, it looks like this is the path. Interesting how this map kind of differs from the way that past Silent Hill maps have operated, where it's almost like Henry is like drawing out the map as he explores instead of getting the entire location's map given to you all at once. Okay, so I got 2 creepy rocks. No, I've got to, so all of my buttons are pretty much mapped except for the 2 trigger buttons. So I need to be able to use the trigger buttons to free up some space. Before I could use the trigger buttons, I've got to download a special, it's like X something, yeah, for the Mac. And it'll allow me to use the trigger buttons. Ooh. It'll allow me to use the trigger buttons as well as giving me, hope maybe, actual, like, analog control on the sticks. Oh. I thought I heard one more. And hey, that looks like a trap. Okay. I was almost a Jill sandwich. The Motherstone seems to be also influenced by Shinto shrine rocks and Native American ones. So I picked up right on the Native American thing. It's too dark to see. No, we're not gonna question what those weird things are. Okay, let's see if I can kind of draw them out more one by one. Ooh. Ah, here we go. The entrance to Wish House, Silent Hill Smile Support Society, Wish House. That's the orphanage run by the cult, huh? That "huh" at the end, it makes me sound like it should be read by David Hayter. That's the orphanage run by the cult, huh? Metal Gear? Oh. There we go. Okay, so I've got a teleport back home. Okay. Must be some kind of a kid's toy. Looks like graffiti drawn by a kid. Okay. I think we'll check around the house before we go into the creepy backyard. No comment on the blood. I have a sneaking suspicion that this house is going to be locked and that I'm going to be searching for some kind of key to open it. I don't feel like it can be that easy to get inside. Okay. This looks like more writing that I can't read. Probably in, like, some kind of ancient Sumerian. Yep. Okay, I think I'm going to deal with these guys. Ooh. Oh, nope, I thought that was an ammo box. I think I'm going to deal with these guys first. Ah! Oh, it looks like... So, just from the environmental design, like, were they, like, tying people up to the trees as, like, punishment or torture? Okay, let me open up the map and kind of get my bearings on. Okay. Okay, I think I'm kind of getting an understanding of how this is kind of working. Okay, so the wish house is locked. And I've got gates that go... I wonder if this is going to make a... Well, no, it can't make a complete circle because there's no entrances on that other side there. Remember the Silent Hill 3 memo mentioning cylindrical structure at Toluca Lake? Yes. Their punishments are worse. Yeah. Okay, so more writing that I don't think I can read. Okay, so I think I'm going to switch over and use my golf club. Okay, so I've got a port home there. Okay, let me go see if this other gate on the other side of the house opens up as well. Or this other door. There we go. What's this? What could this be here for? Looks like it's connected to like an irrigation system. Or something. What were they doing with this? Is that cult involved in all this? Oh, yeah, dead bodies hanging up in the ceiling. You know, I thought it would kind of diminish some of the horror by taking away the flashlight and therefore taking away how dark the levels can get. I feel like taking away the flashlight sort of made for more creative or at least different level design by having to rely on like natural ambient lighting instead. Okay, so rock with language I can't use. So there's one more path. Radio and flashlight gun, yeah. With the radio being gone, it makes... Oh, it's one of those guys. Okay, too dark to see down that well. I got another save. Or, back to my apartment. Oh, hello.
Hey, little boy. What are you doing here?
You're finally the third revelation. Something's gonna happen. That nosy guy that was here, he said it too. Something big is gonna happen. Finally, it's gonna happen!
Oh. A grave has been dug here. On the bottom of the coffin are the numbers 11121. So that kind of seems to be in the same corresponding theme as the number that was carved into Cynthia's chest. Okay, so it looks like that. Yeah, that's not a door. So there's that, and then there's that door that had the weird symbol. They had an idea for a fifth game taking during the day, like Jacob's Ladder. I really feel like we've Oh, that's the door that I came in. There's where I wanted to go. I really feel like we missed out. Locked from the outside. I can't get it open. Not getting... any more Team Silent Silent Hill games. I feel like, and this game kind of proves that they still had ideas without like retreading the same old ground. Okay, so I've got a locked door there. I don't think there's anything else for me to find here. Looks like I did miss a door, maybe? On that other side. You'll notice some familiar numbers. I'm kind of thinking that the numbers will progressively start to make more sense as the game goes on. And hang on just 1 second. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like I did miss maybe a... Ah! Oh, hey, this even looks like the same backdrop that they used at the beginning of Silent Hill 2. Good old Toluca Lake. The upper body is missing. Was it some kind of goddess or something? I can't read this writing. Hey, that's, I think, the very first health item or portable health item that I found. Although I think before I go through the... Okay, I see head turn. There's weird writing here too. Okay, so I think before I do that, I am going to... So better to stash and hoard. Yeah, I'm going to, since I've got all of these points where I can go back to my room and regenerate my health, I think I'm going to do that and save my health kits for when things get more hairy. And this gives me a good excuse to play Peeping Tom on the neighbors again. Okay, let's see. They improved the shadow, lighting, ambient, noise, and etc. in Silent Hill 2 from Silent Hill 1, while the story was not a direct sequel to 1, but it expanded the town's lore, the cult, and the state of the town after Silent Hill 1. Silent Hill 3 improved and perfected the graphics, especially the lighting and shadows from Silent Hill 3. Silent Hill, yeah. Yeah, it's amazing between just the leap from Silent Hill 2. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I see. So you can cycle through. Okay, so there are the bullets that I stored earlier. And there's my health kit, the temptation placard, and the coins, which might come in handy later. Silent Hill 3 to find the cult, and sadly it was too confusing according to the writers of Homecoming and Origins. So with the marathon, I have a working PC copy of Homecoming. I don't know if I want to go to all of the... Oh, hello. Like, I could be dead in here for all they know. And neighbor lady is not there. I don't know if Origins is going to be worth it to track down and play that one, or if I can skip that one and go straight to Homecoming, even though I know that, like, there's just a sharp drop-off in the quality of writing and storytelling once you finish this one and get out of the Team Silent era. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else there for me to find or investigate. So I think I'm just going to start making my way back to the Wish House. Ah! Like, Origins, I know, goes back and tries to be a prequel to the original Silent Hill, but if they thought the lore was too confusing, and it sounds like they maybe just, like, didn't really understand it, oh, hey, it's my buddy again.
The door won't open.
Yeah, I figured that out. Thanks, bud.
That nosy guy gave me something really good. I could let you have it, but not for free. I'm really thirsty. I'm so thirsty. Oh, chocolate. Oh, chocolate.
Oh. I remember seeing the chocolate milk in my refrigerator and thinking, hey, it's weird that he points that out. And I was like, you know what? I bet that that's going to come in use at some point. So he's thirsty, something chocolatey. I bet Heroin Bob there wants some good old chalky milk. That's why it pays to explore everything before you take off. Okay, so let's see. There's chocolate milk here. Take the chocolate milk. Oh, I don't mind if I do. I was going to say, is he just going to leave the door open? Take note of the nosy guy he keeps mentioning. There's some time-space issues that never get answered here. I'm wondering if the nosy guy isn't either the person who killed Cynthia or has something to do or knows something about the person who killed Cynthia. And speaking of chalky milk, I've got my own chalky milk right here. Okay, bud.
Oh man, that was awesome. Here, take this. There's something written on it.
I kind of figured I was going to be digging for a key at some point, considering what the guy's letter said. Oh, I gotta pick it up. Okay. There we go. It's a small spade with a bloody inscription. Will you take it? You got the blood inscribed spade. Blood inscribed spade, written in blood, is opposite where the lake and house meet, inside the hand holding on to the ground. Opposite where the lake and the house meet, inside the hand holding on to the ground. Okay, so hand holding onto the ground. Okay, so the opposite side. You know, it's weird when I went and I found that save spot back there. I think that's going to be... Oh, good. Oh. Oh. Okay. Man, Jasper chugging that chocolate milk. You know, as a chocolate milk aficionado myself... Okay, so I got the Rusted Bloodstone key. Rusted Bloody key. Rusted and Bloody key inscribed on it is, the holder of this key will wander for eternity. Rather ominous. Oh, we're getting some of that good old classic Silent Hill fog. Okay, so I feel like if I just kept going through that same gate over and over again, I would get nowhere. And also, I did take some damage from those jaguars that I didn't kill. So I figured this would be a good occasion. Oh. Holder of the key will wander forever. I bet. Oh, that's pretty clever. That is really freaking clever. Okay, so I'm going to put the key, then I'm going to go back through the hole, be able to get back to the house, then go through the hole, come back to my apartment, get the key, use the key on the house. And I get a spy on neighbor again. A major criticism on this game is the lack of puzzle. You know, I don't mind puzzles like that, even though, granted, I did like kind of figure it out fairly quickly. Once I got back to the apartment, I was like, you know, kind of put it together easily. But oh, she just ran off. But I don't mind puzzles like I prefer puzzles like that than moon logic puzzles that don't make any rational sense whatsoever. Like you have to place tape down and get the cat to run on the tape to get the mustache for the disguise. But no, little puzzles like this one right here, where you'd kind of get rewarded for paying attention and, like, you know, listening to what it says, makes you feel clever without suffering like stupid logic. What is making that sound? And hey, look at that, no more fog. And it's a puzzle that totally makes sense in the context of this world, too, if that makes any sense. Kind of the same thing with the chocolate milk. Like, if you were just rushing through this game and you didn't think to look around the apartment, you know, even before the first time you go through your first hole and find the chocolate milk in the refrigerator, I could see that being really frustrating. And again, like, if you weren't paying attention to all of the inscriptions and reading all of the flavor text, I could see you picking up that key and, like, going through that loop again and again, thinking, what am I supposed to do? Like, is the game broken? You know, and being really frustrated. The key is if you pay attention, the puzzles can be solved really easily. So, like I said, it rewards you, and I like games that reward you for paying attention to things. Oh, what is going on there? This feels like very Hitchcock Rear Window-ish. Oh, Jimmy Stewart. Depends. It's pretty logical to check your room for the fridge if there's anything to give the thirsty man. I think so too. I think that younger gamers, I'm an old man. Oh, she's back on the bed. I think that younger gamers, you know, like, especially if they grew up post, like, the Ubisoftification, where everything is just immediately handed to the player, without having to use any kind of logic. Oh, it's the same scene repeats again. Maybe she's just drank a lot of water and is, like, I don't know, watching TV on her bed or something and like keeps having to get up and go pee. Where like, you know, a game like this that doesn't like flat out give you the answers, but it's still completely logical, I think could fly by the heads of people coming directly from like the Far Cries and games where like you just get a big highlighted spot on the map saying, okay, go here, do this. Yellow paint, or in Silent Hill 2 remarks, white cloth. So I've played just enough of Silent Hill 2 to kind of like test it out on this computer to make sure that it works. And I was looking around. Hey, my chocolate milk drinking buddy. Boy, with as quickly as he's been guzzling that chocolate milk, I'm surprised there's anything left.
Gives me the chills.
But yeah, looking around Nexus mods, there's a mod that removes all of the white cloth from Silent Hill 2 Remake. And I'm tempted to use that mod. And I'm also going, when I get around to Silent Hill 2 Remake in this marathon, there's also a mod that takes... Oh, hey, you're going to follow me in here. Right on. That removes the character light, which adds a whole lot of ambience to the game. And it removes that weird, like, glowing hair thing that's going on with James in the remake. There's a scribbled note. Have you found Alessa yet? Oh. How is Walter's progress? I can read. How is Walter's progress coming along? Send me a report. Check Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition. So when I played Silent Hill 2 for this marathon before I got to 3, I did play... That's the edition that I played, was the Enhanced Edition. For the original PS2 version. Okay. It's falling apart and I can't even read most of the pages. Here's the part that I can read. The second sign, and God said, oh, a door opened. Offer the blood of the 10 sinners and the white oil. Okay. Blood of the 10 sinners and the white oil. Be then released from the bonds of the flesh and gain the power of heaven. From the darkness and void bring forth gloom, and grid thyself with despair for the giver of wisdom. The third sign, and God said, return to the source. Through sin's temptation, under the watchful eye of the demon, wander alone in the formless chaos. Only then will the 4 atonements be in alignment. What the heck is going on in there? There's a plate on the door. I got the source placard. Okay, so I'm collecting these placards. So I've got a red one and now the source placard. Placard from the forest world. It shows a baby and says source.
I finally met him! The one the nosy guy talked about! The devil!
A special news report. In a forest near Silent Hill, the burned corpse of a 30-year-old male was discovered earlier today. The police have ruled it a homicide and are investigating. The numbers 17121 were reportedly carved into the man's body. Due to the marks on the victim, the police are investigating possible links to the Walter Sullivan case 10 years ago.
Dude, my chocolate milk drinking buddy.
This is the superintendent. Are you in there, Henry?
Help me! There's something wrong with this room! Help! Let me out of here!
Is anybody home?
It's like they can't hear me at all.
What's going on here?
Oh, is he going to open the door?
That's strange. That's the right key. I'm sure I heard something in there. Yeah. That sound. It's the same one as back then.
The same one as back then. So I'm wondering if something happened in this apartment in the past. Okay, and so that is the superintendent. And from the note that we found, I think in the last night, that's Richard Sunderland. So I'm guessing he's like James's dad? So I really love the change up to the structure of this game. Really interesting, and it's actually setting up, in my opinion, I think a more. Can she see me? It looked like she was looking like right at the hole. Frank Sunderland is the superintendent for the entire apartment, and yes, okay, so that is James's dad. It looked like she was looking right at me, or right where the hole is. You might recognize some quirks that James inherited from him later on. Interesting. All right, so like I was saying, I think that this is like setting up a more interestingly woven mystery than even Silent Hill 2. Like, again, I love Silent Hill 2. But the way that this, I mean, this is like a murder mystery, a serial killer mystery. Like, who is killing these people? I'm assuming that Chocolate Milkman's death and Cynthia's death have to be related because they both had numbers carved in their chest. I'm assuming it's related to Henry or something with this apartment. And I'm really curious to keep playing and find out what is going on. So first, let me put some stuff away in the chest. So I'm going to put away the placard. I'm going to keep the golf club out. Actually, you know what? Yeah. I guess I'm just going to use a golf club until it breaks. And actually, I think I'm going to put the 12. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll keep both ammos, and maybe I'll start shooting things next time instead of trying to run away and beat them and taking a lot of damage. But anyway, yeah, I think this is actually getting a pretty good structure since I'm doing more nights but shorter plays. Maybe like doing one level per session. So I think I'm going to save, and this is where I'm going to call it a night. But thank you again, Torshek, for joining this stream. It's been a pleasure having you here and keeping me company. I will be back either tomorrow or Wednesday. I know I'm going to have to take one night off. I've got some oil in the backseat of my truck. I'm going to do an oil change on my truck. And I usually, especially during this time of the year, have to wait until night to do the oil changes because I live in a very arid desert region and it is super hot. So I will take a night off to get the oil changed, but I will be back, like I said, either tonight or tomorrow night, and we'll play through another level. Thank you to Torsek and anyone else who might be joining us, and hope you have a wonderful night and fantastic day tomorrow. With that, Mutant Fox signing out.